Hi, my name is Tomasz and you're watching Casual DIY channel. In today's episode, we'll be adjusting a toggle clamp so it can be used with a T-track. Check out the video. Right then guys, so if you've got some toggle clamps lying about and you've got a T-track that you want to use it, I'm going to show you one of the ways you can actually adjust them so you can basically use them with your T-track system. First of all, we basically need to make new holes in the base plate. We want them in the middle of the base plates. So as you can see, basically I'm going to pre-drill 2 more holes in the base plates, and I'm using my pillar drill to do so. Fairly simple and straightforward. Okay, so we've got the holes pre-drilled, as you've seen. Quite a simple task to start with. So how the whole thing's gonna work? Well, it's fairly simple. So basically I'm gonna be using a bolt like so. That fits perfectly in my T-track, so obviously you need to find one that will fit yours. And because the space, as you can see, it's very limited for any knobs, anything like that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut some pieces of dowel that's gonna act as a spacer between the base plate and obviously probably about 2 centimeters below the end of the bolt. And on top of the spacer, we're going to use one of those. Obviously, you can just use a normal knot, and that's not a problem at all. So let's cut the dowels with the holes inside. Okay then, so we've got our holes in the base plates of the clamps, and now it's time to basically cut out a platform that this will be attached to. Why are we doing that? Basically, if you just had the clamp itself, from the base level there, you only got that little space to clamp something, so you would only be able to clamp very thin pieces of material. Whereas adding about 18mm or whatever thickness basically you've got, it will add a lot more flexibility to what you can clamp to your tabletop. So we've got all the parts together and see if they actually work. Let's have a look. Okay, so a couple of things with this design that we're gonna change in a second. First of all, it works fantastic, it's really sturdy and the board is well secured. Obviously these I can use on any jig that does have a T-track, so that's a fantastic big bonus. And obviously the depth of clamping can be easily changed, so that's quite cool. Now a couple of things that I have to change straight away. The bolts I've used are actually, they rotate inside of the track. On some occasions, if they catch on the angle of somehow, they just lock in place fantastic, but I'm actually gonna change them to the basically T-slot bolts I've got, because they will not rotate inside of the track. Now I thought to myself that I'm going to be using obviously my hands to screw them onto, hence I've used the nuts. As you've seen, they're quite long, and that would work fantastically if basically the spaces been a little bit longer, because as I've done it now, the spaces are basically short and I have to really, it takes a long time to actually screw them in. So basically I'm going to be using one of these bad boys. That will be a lot quicker to unscrew them. So basically my suggestion is just use a normal bolt will do fine, and the spacer just make a lot larger, so you don't have to screw the bolt that far inside of the bolt itself, and it will be a lot quicker. But for me, obviously I've got what I've got, I'm not going to change it. I can use this anytime, it's always available, so I'll leave it as is, unless I'm going to be making more of them. Obviously I'll do that in the future. And there you go, that's the T-bolt installed. I just had a few lying about, so basically that's what I'm going to be using. And obviously they're a little bit too long, so to minimize and reduce the time, I have to actually screw them onto to secure them to the workpiece. I'm basically just gonna cut the bolt to the right size. So there you go, that's how it works. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna cut those bolts to the right size because it takes way too long, and by cutting the bolts to the right size it will reduce the time that it takes to actually secure them to the tabletop. So that's going to be alright. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me that like button down below. If you got any comments, obviously you know the comment section is. And I encourage you to check out the tools I recommend. They are affiliate links on my Amazon. Again, in the description you're gonna see a link to my Amazon shop. Check them out if you're actually in the market of buying anything, and you at the same time if you want to support my channel as well. So as I mentioned, they are affiliate links, so what it means, you're gonna get a great product that you wanted, and you're gonna support me because I'm basically sending you to Amazon. You're not paying any extra, I just get a small margin, 2-3% on that, and obviously it helps to keep the lights in my workshop. Obviously you don't have to buy what's on those lists, as long as you just click on that link. Whatever shopping you're gonna do, I think for about 8 hours, I'm not quite sure, it will basically count as me referring you to Amazon. So guys, if you do that, thank you so much, it really helps a lot, and I hope to see you on my next woodworking adventure. Till then, take care.